Hey Hero fans, this is Todd. So as many of you guys know, I'm working on a stop motion movie, or a stop motion series actually, with the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe figures. And so I made this cool little area, and it has these little bitty pieces here, which is my far away shot of the full Eternia. And I made all kinds of little buildings that go on here. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't actually painted it and done all the other parts. You can see like I have the palace that goes over here in the corner and all kinds of other cool stuff. Different buildings, different things that were in the cartoon. It makes it all really cool. I got this part right here. Guess you gotta have it aimed on it, don't you? And then I got this thing right here from the cartoon. There it goes. Only fits in one spot. I gotta figure out where that spot is that I did a reverse. I think it's this way here. And then I got my little bridges and all the little cool pieces. And let's see. Here's one of the bridges here. And so it's all pretty cool once it's all put together and painted and completed. But as I was thinking about this, there are some scenes that's going to require me to have close-up shots of Beastman or maybe another character right in this area right here fighting against the guards. Now I could take a time and snapshot a picture of this and get it just right, and then just kind of use a green screen and overlay. But I thought, you know what? That's just going to look horrible. Just using a green screen overlay and having the figures just kind of interact with it's going to be awful. So I figured out what the difference was between the size of these pieces here and the size of my guards and figures, and it was about 35 times the size. So if I made this 35 times larger, it would be the right size to match the figures. And so I went ahead and I made this and this 35 times larger, so I can have that scene where they're up here battling the guards with Beastman. So that is why I am going to show you now the cool new pieces that I have made. So let's go ahead and put these away back in the box until I can get them all painted. Yeah, see, I got cool little buildings too. Ooh, lots of cool stuff that goes on this once it's all done. The palace. Oh, I just heard my 3D printer just finished one of the parts I need to show you guys in this video. So that is perfect. Perfect. Yeah, see, look at my pile of parts that go onto the map. Cool buildings and stuff that were in the cartoon. Ooh, anyway, so I'm not going to recreate the whole entire thing 35 times the size, because that'd be ridiculous. As it is, this is still pretty huge. I mean, look at the size of this landmass compared to a figure. It's a pretty good chunk of 3D printing, and I got cool little things like detailing of bricks on different floors and stuff, and so it's got a lot of cool. Look at the cool detailing around the brickwork around the palace. So cool. Anyway, let's go and set this aside, and I will show you first the archway that goes right here. That small little archway. Let me move this aside so I don't break it. And here is the archway at 35 times. Oops, I guess I need to zoom this out. At 35 times the size of that little one. And you can see how cool it looks. It's big and huge. And one thing I noticed though, it's just not quite enough headroom. It's like just barely there. And so I decided I'm going to take and add some little pieces down here on the bottom in order to make it so that it will actually work. So let's go ahead and grab the final one off of the printer and check it out. So my print just finished the other piece. I have one already made too. Let's go ahead and get that off there. Ooh, look at that. And that is my riser for that archway. You can see I have a cutout there for the archway to fit in there. and we'll check it out and see how that fits. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. So here is that archway piece, support piece you just saw. Let's go ahead and grab the other archway support piece that I made earlier. And let's see how they fit. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. There we go. Now it's just a little bit taller. A little bit taller now. Much better spacing. Maybe I could have made those supports a little bit shorter, but I think it will work pretty good. Let's see if Beastman fits through too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so that is the archway. Now the other building I decided to make was this right here, which is one of the guard places where the guards hang out between the second bridge and the main Eternia map. And so I decided to make one of these also 35 times larger. But 35 times larger on this is actually pretty stinking big. So let me go ahead and get that. Let me go ahead and move these guards. It's cool, look at this. I have the original guard, looks like Spectre. Then I have the other original guard. And then I have a Man-at-Faces, but Man-at-Arms head altered to fit on there. And then last, this is one of the heads that came with it. And I gave him the body of... Oh, what is his name? Chief Carnivus, I think his name is. So there he is, the body of Chief Carnivus. Pretty cool. Anyway, there's my 4 guards. Let's go and set this aside. And let's pull out the giant beast. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Look how huge that is. Hey, look, there's Kildor. Anyway, that is monstrous. I mean, look at this. Bom, bom, bom. I can put all my guards in there. They can hang out. They can. I was even thinking about maybe putting computers in there too, so they could check people to see if they're supposed to come in the checkpoint or not. And to give you an idea of how big this is, let's see the archway on the side too, so you can see the size comparison of the two. Sorry, I'm using a stationary microphone today. Let me go ahead and see if I can't get this a little better. Okay. So I'm going to put this down on the floor for a minute. And I'm going to bring up a play set you guys know and love. Da, 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 da. Castle Grayskull. And look at the size difference between Castle Grayskull and my guard tower here. I mean, this is actually way wider than Castle Grayskull and almost just as tall. It's kind of funny. I didn't realize it'd be so big in comparison. Now, granted, this is made for Origins, so obviously, you know, Classics doesn't fit in there. Where I designed this one here for my Classics. So they fit, and I wanted to make sure this Beastman could walk through without any hindrance. So you can see, he can easily go through. And I wanted it big enough that a small vehicle could go through if it had to. So that is the purpose of it being so monstrously huge. And it took forever to print this. Each one of these sides took over a day to print. There it is. And I actually had 2 failures, believe it or not. So this was one of my sides that failed. And you can see that line right there, right here. And the whole thing just kind of shifted in place. Oop, oop. And you can see, especially on the back, that shifting and it would not have worked with that shifting going on. And another one, when I was printing, halfway through this piece broke off, and it basically had one piece like this, a bunch of scrap in the middle, and then a shorter piece down here. And so I had to go and scrap that one. So I had to scrap 2 of these sides. Now, like I said, these took over a day to print. The roof took less than a day. I can't remember how long it took to print, but it was not too terribly long. And the sides took 8 hours a piece to print. So these sides here, they took 8 hours to print. They're very hollow, very lightweight. This has all the strength. And then I had to super glue all the edges. I used baking soda and super glue to create all the seams. It's a little messy, but not too bad. You can see the baking soda and super glue mess kind of going on in there to make sure that they'll be strong. So, I can't quite aim my camera up there. There you go. But it is huge. Huge, huge, huge. So now I could do my scene where they're battling up on top of that little ridge right there. And it will be way cooler because now I can have people come in and out of the guard shack. I can have people peering around the corners or shooting guns or whatever. Just much more interactive than just a green screen with these little pieces being shot really close. Alright, so it is on 2 times. They're so small. They're so itty bitty. But man, so cool once the full size is done. Dun dun dun. So cool. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys how cool this was and what I've been working on. And so that is my new thing I just finished. I might make origin size ones for people if I can get it to fit on my one printer, but this will be the only one that I make large size, and I'll probably end up, when I finish my stop motion, probably selling it because it's just too big to hang around my house. So one lucky person might get it. So there you go. Someday in the future when I finish my stop motion and don't need it anymore. What a hassle making it though. What a hassle. Anyway, that is all that I have. Just want to show off my cool new things that I have been working on. I know people are waiting to see the Snake Mountain floor that I told you guys I was working on, but I haven't finished it yet. Just been busy doing this stuff instead for the stop motion stuff. But anyway, I think it's pretty awesome. You know, I'm gonna go grab an attack track and see if it fits through the hole. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back in the attack track. Here is the 80s attack track. And it fits no problem through the hole. Oop. Here's the Classics attack track. Now all it is just the back half. I don't have the front attached to it, but the front is smaller. And look, it fits through the hole too. So technically, you could drive your vehicles through the gate to the bridge, which is what I was hoping for. I didn't actually measure it, but I'm really glad it does fit. I was hoping it would. So that is cool. So you can actually have your attack tracks drive to Eternia now, because they can fit through the gate. So, cool, cool, cool. I was so hoping this would fit. I can't believe it fits. You can almost park it inside. It's having a attack track sitting there waiting to be pulled out and used. So cool. Oh, let's get some guards set up in here. Of course, I want the winged guards here because it has the winged guard tower. Put this guy inside too, and just be hanging out. This will be our main guard here, the Spectre. The evil Spectre. There we go. How cool is that? Throw some lights in. Throw some lights in there, and that could be kind of a cool spot for the guards to all hang out. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Anyway. Hood! 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 Oh. I'm coming through. It's Beastman. I don't get paid enough for this. Oh. One guard left to take out. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. There he is. Ah. That was fun. All right, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. And like they say in the 1987 movie, good journey.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.